Hey everybody, welcome to Bearded Baker Banter, the sports podcast where we always talk about sports. Let's get it, boys. Big week. It's a big weekend here in the world of football. Got a lot of big things going on, a lot of NFL news, a lot of college football championships here that we're definitely going to be getting into.
Championship weekend.
I'll tell you what. We've been talking about the college football playoffs and all these scenarios, and it's finally going to come to fruition.
I think we're going to have a lot of banter about this because I feel like you guys and me see very differently with this college football playoff.
Absolutely.
So I think we'll definitely have some good discussion with that. But that being said, welcome Trent, welcome Trey.
Hello everyone.
Hello, Tyler.
So listen, hey, we're gonna get into this. Let's jump right in. I know Trent, you want to get us going here with some NFL news, some things going on around the NFL world.
Yeah, so I'm going to kind of start out with, as we're approaching the end of the season, I think the writing on the wall is very clear for some franchises in terms of whether or not they're going to need to move on from their coaching staff.
Yeah.
Adam Schefter came out, I think it was early this week, or it was late last week, stating that he believes from his sources that anywhere from 7 to 10 NFL coaches will be let go this year.
Sheesh.
And I'm not sure if that includes the already fired Josh McDaniels, the already fired Frank Reich. Actually, it couldn't have at that time, or it might have at that time, because I think Frank Reich was fired after Schefter reported this.
No, I think it was like right after Trent.
Yeah,
I think it's 10 in addition to what's already been let go.
No way.
Yeah,
he did, guys. I will say this: he did say if the line is set anywhere from 7, even up to 10, he says he would take the over on that.
Wow.
So it's. I mean, it sounds like what do they call it?
Jeez.
Black Monday, right? First Monday after the season ends.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
it could be a busy time.
Trent, or Tyler and Trent, if that's the case, if it's 10 coaches after the 2 that were let go, that's going to be hard to kind of like decipher who's going to get fired. You're going to see some pretty surprising firings. Then is what I think.
I don't think it's going to be as difficult as you think. I think if we go through some of these teams here,
no.
I will say I already know that one that has already been defended as not getting fired, which we'll get into.
I
know. I'll save it.
Well, I think we're trying to get right into it. So let's do it. All right. So what I'd like to do, guys, is I'd like to go by the divisions. I'd like to go by the divisions, and let's go and just go right through each team and say, are they safe? Are they gone? If you have anything to add on, like if you think a guy is going to be gone, maybe you could name like who do you think deserves to be considered if you have somebody in mind, or maybe even just the style of coach that you think they need to move on to.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's
okay.
Fine. Yep.
So let's go. You guys want to start AFC?
Sure.
All right. So AFC North, where honestly, I think it's a good one to start with because I don't think any of these guys are getting fired.
No,
in my opinion.
I think they're all safe.
Yeah. So if you're John Harbaugh with the Ravens, Kevin Stefanski, even if they fall off, I mean, hell, they're on they might end up having Joe Flacco start here soon,
which is nuts.
And you lose Nick Chubb, and you're potentially just lost Myles Garrett to an injury, I believe, but
they're
doesn't
still
seem to be so
7-4.
serious. That's crazy.
And you're still in the playoff hunt.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Mike Tomlin, no chance of getting fired.
No.
Correct.
No.
And then
he does need to cut Deontay Johnson though to save face.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Very
and
bad
Zach Taylor of the Bengals, no way after losing Joe Burrow that they're going to fire him.
Hey, and real quick, shout out to Coach JB. Do you watch his tweet at all? He goes, "Yeah, if I was coaching the Steelers, I would cut Deontay Johnson right now during the game. He'd be off the field."
Who's JB?
From Last Chance.
Jason Brown. Jason Brown, Joe.
It It was awesome. He's like, yep, he'd be cut right now.
Yeah. Little controversial guy there. But, so AFC North out of the picture. We don't see anybody going there. Let's go. What else we got? We got AFC East.
You don't want to just go north-south and then east-west?
Yeah, let's stay in the AFC.
Well, we are staying. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, let's go AFC East. All right, you got Dolphins, Bills, Jets, and Patriots.
Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots. So just come to your mind. Is there any team that you believe a guy is going to get fired?
Yes.
I think Patriots are parting ways. I don't know what that's going to look like, but they're definitely going to part ways. I think Salah's safe. I think McDaniel's safe, and I have some inside info as of recent news tonight that the Bills guy is safe as well.
What?
So I'd like to add on to Tyler's thing. I think that Salah is safe because I think that he got kind of put in a crappy situation. He was set up for success, lost his quarterback, failed. I don't think he was ever a fan of Zach Wilson. In fact, going back to last year, he made the decision to bench Zach Wilson for Mike White and got a lot of crap from Woody Johnson, the owner. Got a lot of crap from whoever else higher up than him. And even this week, I don't think that they wanted him to bench Zach Wilson. I think that the ownership, whoever else is involved higher up than him, wanted Zach Wilson starting, and he's going with Tim Boyle. Is it Tim or Tom?
I think it's Tim.
Tim Boyle, who is statistically the worst ever starting quarterback in the NFL, as well as one of the worst statistically ever quarterbacks in college football at UConn. Like, he sucks.
That's his sister, Susan.
Yeah.
Susan Boyle.
She's got a great voice.
Does.
Yeah.
So,
Gosh,
the
can you
McDermott
clarify
rumor.
who Susan Boyle is for our listeners, please?
Nice.
Wild horses.
That's all we needed.
Sorry, everyone just tuned out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you tell the difference between me and her? Because I think it was pretty similar.
Yeah.
But
Here, it's JPA Football reporting that there's zero chance McDermott gets fired per The Athletic.
See, I disagree with that. I think he gets fired.
Let me
he's got some higher ties right now.
There is one guy who is safe, and that is McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Salah's safe too because they got A-Rod back.
Nope. I think Belichick is gone. Like you guys said, we don't know. I don't think they could fire him. Like, I just don't think they could fire him.
I think they're actually going to trade him.
Yeah, there's a chance. And Belichick might have to come out and say that he requested that. But I think Belichick's gone. I think McDermott's gone. And then I think Saleh is not as safe as you guys are stating. In the NFL, I understand losing a franchise guy can be bad, but this is pretty god-awful across the board.
What do you want him to do? What do you want him to do?
Win games. Next guy up. You get paid millions of dollars to coach football.
Your next guy up
there is. Sorry.
Your next guy up is Zach Wilson.
Should have had a backup plan. The guy's 41 years old.
Dude,
and you're telling me you don't have a better backup.
Very rarely, though, do backup quarterbacks come in.
What the heck are you talking about? You're telling me. Okay, so they could have got Kirk Cousins. Thank God they didn't because he tore his goddamn Achilles. Sorry, we're explicit. Second of all, the only other person they could have got was Josh Dobbs, who honestly I didn't even consider, which I wish I would have because look, I mean, not after this week, but
I was gonna say careful.
Yeah, but like the Jets could benefit from him. I agree with that, but other than that, Trent, like that, Saleh does not deserve to be fired. What he's doing with that defense, and if he had some type of quarterback that had any hope in the NFL, that's a playoff team, hands down. I don't agree. Another
name that you probably, and again, this is somebody that really hasn't been talked about at all since he's been with the Cowboys, is why didn't Trey Lance go to the Jets? Salah's familiar with him.
Stop.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, why? But why not though?
Maybe he's so familiar with how bad he is, Ty.
And I'm not disagreeing with that either, and that's probably the reason.
Yeah, maybe he straight up said, no, we're not taking this guy. He sucks.
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
Not disagreeing with that.
Honestly, if I'm the Jets, I don't want to give up a lot to get an average quarterback. Like, to be honest, trading, what did Josh Dobbs go for? Like a 5th and a 7th round pick or something? I don't know what it was.
If that.
But either way, if I'm the Jets, I don't give that up for him because you have so much promise, you have so much hope, you have so much cap space on top of that. All you need is a quarterback. That is all that the Jets need.
And you know what? And you know what? They trade that they didn't have to give up anything. Go out and get Phillip Rivers. Go out and get Matt Ryan. I think they would have a better chance right now. You're like you just said, they're being satisfied with playing one of the statistically worst ever quarterback in college and NFL football. And Matt Ryan said he was open to coming back and playing. I would still take Matt Ryan over that. So,
but Trent, you know what though?
That earlier, but I'm
Trent, you know what? Back to what I said originally. I think Saleh is starting Boyle to make a statement.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I truly do.
I'd agree with
because
that.
He's the guy that makes the X's and O's decisions. He's the guy. The GMs, the managers, the owners are the ones that say, "Hey, we're gonna make this move to sign this guy. We're gonna not do this." They want Zach Wilson there, and Robert Saleh is fed up with it. He is. He was fed up with it last year. He's fed up with it this year.
Then all you're doing is providing more and more backing for me. If he's trying to piss off upper-level management, guess what they'll say? You know what? We wanted Zach Wilson. You played a guy that was even worse than Zach Wilson. So you know what? You're out. Next man up here at head coach.
I think that. I think they know Saleh.
Aaron Rodgers loves Hackett, so watch out.
I think they know Saleh's worth as a defensive coach, Trent. Yeah. I do.
Or maybe they're so talented on defense that you could bring any sort of young defensive coach in there and do the same damn thing.
Like who? Let's hear it. Like who?
So real quick, so we can kind of get some of these other. Hold on, let's get into some of these other teams.
What defensive coach? No,
I think there's plenty. I'm just saying. I think there's plenty of good defensive-minded coaches out there. I don't have somebody in mind. I'm just saying with that team.
Better than Robert Saleh? Let's hear it. Who is it?
I'm not saying Robert Saleh is not a good defensive coach, but I think with the talent that defense has, talent-wise, they have a top defense in the entire NFL. I think you could put anybody in that with that talent, just like you said about the Niners last week. You could put anybody there to call plays in that defense, and they'd have success because it's a star-ridden defense. So eat your own words there, okay?
I didn't say about it. I didn't say anything about the 49ers defense.
You said plug any quarterback in the Niners offense, and they would have success. So I'm saying plug any coach to call a basic defense or any defense that if they're in the NFL calling defenses right now, they could go to that team and do that.
Well, just to defend myself. No. Just to defend myself in this aspect, you put a different coach in that 49ers offense. No, Brock Purdy won't succeed, Trent. But what I'm saying is if you put any quarterback in Kyle Shanahan's offense, then yes, he will succeed. But what I'm saying is different than what you're saying. You're talking about a coach. I'm talking about a player.
So the coach is more important than the player.
When it comes to a scheme, an offensive scheme like the 49ers, absolutely.
Defensive scheme?
I mean, I think you can run that and you can put any coach there.
All right, so I'm going to transition us here.
Not that bad wording.
I'm going to make a prediction for the Patriots. The Patriots' next coach is going to be Mike Vrabel. All right, which transitions us into, let's look at the AFC South with Jacksonville, the Colts, the Texans, and the Titans. So looking here, I mean, D'Amico's safe. I think Colts, I think they're safe. I think Jacksonville's safe. I really truly think though that Vrabes, I think he leaves the Titans, and I honestly think that it's going to be more so the fact that he's going up to, I think he's going to go to the Patriots. So I don't know. That's my take. I think Vrabes goes to the Patriots. I don't know. Any thought on this? Go.
Tyler, I mean, if we're going with Adam Schefter's assessment of the 10 plus coaches being fired, I agree that Vrabel is one of those coaches.
I don't think he's. No, I don't. Here's the thing. I don't think he's fired.
Well, then what do you think?
I think Vrabes leaves to go be the Patriots coach. I don't think they'll fire Vrabel at all.
Did Vrabel play for the Patriots?
Yes,
Just
sir.
curious.
Yep.
Then I think he stays there. I really do. I think he's got a good thing in Tennessee with a young quarterback that showed some promise. I do. And I think he's got a lot of draft picks. They're building up their offensive line as they should. I'm seeing even with their first round pick, they might even take Joe Alt out of Notre Dame, which is a great pick.
They made a huge mistake
at re-signing Derrick Henry.
No, with A.J. Brown.
No. Oh yes, that was also huge. I think they made a lot. I think they made a lot of huge mistakes, Tyler.
I don't think really re-signing Derrick Henry is a mistake.
It's a 4-year deal. I do think it was a mistake.
Yeah.
A 4-year deal. What they signed him at? Absolutely. And
he'll finish his career with the Titans though, and that's that's important.
No, he will not.
Yeah, he will.
No way.
No, I don't know. So I mean, looking at AFC South, anybody you guys think hot seat?
Tyler, if you're Vrabel, what is even making you even consider, other than the history?
Yeah.
The history of the Patriots, but you're walking into a situation where you I know you could have like the number 2, maybe number 1 overall pick when it's all said and done, but like you don't have a franchise quarterback. I think they're realizing they have something in Levis down there in Tennessee,
and that might be the saving grace to keep him there then.
Yeah, and he's loved in Tennessee too. Yeah. And then the other thing you got to consider too is, who the hell wants to go and replace Belichick there?
Yeah.
Like, so I don't see any of these guys being on the hot seat. I agree with you in that case. And I think Vrabel is down there in Tennessee for the long haul. I really do. I think he becomes one of the longest tenured coaches in the NFL
I hope
for the
so.
same team.
I like him down there with those guys.
Yeah. And like you said, I 100% agree with you. They would not be completely rebuilding the way they are if they never traded A.J. Brown.
Yeah, agreed.
It's crazy. It's crazy to say that, but it's the truth.
They'd be a whole different team.
Yeah.
I mean, Tannehill would be a different quarterback still. Like, it's, yeah. That was.
I just can't believe.
Makes sense as to why they got rid of that GM.
I can't believe Trump believes Salah's going to get fired over his defense.
Hold on. Gosh, you're going back to this. All I'm going to say is I didn't say he's getting fired, if you recall. I said I think he's on a little bit more of a warmer seat than you would think.
And I think it's because of his offensive decisions on the quarterback spot, Trent, if anything.
Okay. Trey, we're done talking about that division.
All right. So, I guess we are.
All right,
let's go to the
West, AFC West. You got Chiefs, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
Andy Reid is definitely not going anywhere unless he retires. But I don't see it happening.
No, I don't see that happening this year.
I guess the one that we would all I'm gonna go ahead and state we all agree. Brandon Staley. See you later.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
I still can't believe.
How is he not already fired?
Exactly. I'm waiting for it on the bottom ticker every week.
Well, and honestly, though, I've also seen too that they're not going to make a move until after the season.
Who said that?
Unreal.
It's NFL rumor stuff.
Well, that's pathetic because what are you just going to take another year of mediocrity?
Well, dude, you're 4-7. You're not going to make the playoffs right now. What are you going to do? Fire him now and just create more chaos? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes you wonder. I think Sean Payton's safe now. And I guess,
absolutely.
I guess we could all say that I was wrong about Russell Wilson being replaced.
We told you last week you were wrong.
Yeah.
Russell Wilson. Yep. He's hell of a year right now. Yeah, he's doing it quietly.
He's okay.
It's a hell of a year.
All right, so my question though, I guess then who's the Raiders coach, man? Because I think Pierce has the guys playing.
They should keep Antonio Pierce, I'll tell you that. But here's my question. If Jim Harbaugh becomes available,
no way.
What do they do?
He doesn't go to the Raiders.
Where do you think he goes, Tyler?
I'm seeing Bears or Panthers.
Panthers? No, he's not going. He's not going to the Panthers.
That's not. Listen, that's not my prediction. I'm telling you what I'm reading. And the
What
NFL,
I'm saying,
whatever you're reading is out there. Because here's the thing: what is Jim Harbaugh if he goes?
Taj,
it must have came. It must have came from a. Yeah, listen. The article maybe I read was it might have been a Sports Illustrated AI article, so maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Or a mainstream media article.
Guys, here's the thing: Jim Harbaugh needs is he needs control of personnel. So essentially, he needs to be a GM/head coach, right?
Okay.
So you are not gonna fucking foops. I'm sorry. I'm very.
Foops.
I'm just saying right now, you are not going to the Carolina Panthers if you want any sort of say in player personnel. You saw what happened.
No, I don't think he's going there. I think the Panthers are going to want him.
Tepper is the downfall, and we're going to talk about this, but Tepper is the downfall of that organization through and through. He's not a football guy. He's an owner of a football team, and that's it. He needs to stay the hell away and let the guys that know the game make the calls, because every call he's made has just dug in them a worse and worse hole. Dug in is a word now.
Dug in them. Wow.
So we're gonna work into we're now working in the NFC South.
Hold on, I have one more Raider thing to talk about here.
Hold on, I wanted to state something there. It is going to be tough to move on from Antonio Pierce, especially because how much maybe people are saying they're kicking themselves for not going with Bisaccia. Back when he was the interim head coach. Yeah, he's in Green Bay, we know. But honestly, though, with the Raiders having an interim head coach, interim GM, you do never know, because maybe that's the perfect landing spot for a Harbaugh. But I'll tell you right now, as a Raiders fan, if I am Davis, I'm saying, hey, Devontae, come into my office. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
What do you want? Do you want us to go get a big name guy? You want us to get someone like Jim Harbaugh, or are we rocking with Antonio Pierce? And I'm gonna listen to the player. I'm gonna listen to even Josh.
You're gonna ask one guy. You're gonna ask one guy.
You didn't. I was just saying I'd listen to Josh Jacobs. I'd listen to.
Crosby.
I'd also listen to Max Crosby.
I mean, you got to get your captains on board.
Exactly.
Like,
and those
hey guys, like what are we doing here?
Because,
I mean, honestly though, like if you look at Antonio Pierce and the response that the players have had with him, I mean, he's a player's coach. I mean, it's a lot like, say, like a Mike Vrabel, where the players like him. He was a player in the league. He's a little bit old school, but he knows what's best for the players, and I really think that the guys respond to him in that sense. I mean, honestly, Trent, I don't think this would ever happen, but there was a thing where Davis supposedly came out and said that he believes that the NFL would re-welcome a John Gruden if he would drop his lawsuit and welcome him quietly with open arms.
No.
I'm not saying he's going to the Raiders, but I'm saying like that was...
He already dropped his lawsuit. He dropped his lawsuit. Yeah, he dropped his lawsuit against the NFL, and that's why he was able to go and help Derek Carr down in with the Saints.
All right.
So, and actually, John Gruden is the next head coach of Indiana University.
I did see that.
So, yeah.
All right. You guys ready to move the NFC?
Yeah, let's go NFC.
That sounds like a nervous laugh, Trey.
A nervous laugh? No, I'm laughing at the fact that he's going to Indiana.
That's the rumor. It's a very big rumor.
Just something funny about that is with these investigations into Michigan about cheating and stealing signs and stuff, investigators have apparently been looking into all of the Big Ten teams.
Yeah. And
they found cheating for every single Big Ten team except for one school.
Indiana
University.
I will say this. I have heard, I think this might have been Barstool. Now this is coming from Portnoy and those guys, but there's rumor is that the Ryan Day stuff is worse than the Harbaugh stuff, which I find interesting because, and this is completely off topic, but I find interesting because there are some guys leaving Ohio State. Some 5-star recruits. They just lost one of their edge rushers. It was a 5-star recruit who's entering transfer portal. So, sorry, that's completely aside. All right, let's jump NFC. start with NFC East. You got Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Commanders. I think there's a flaming hot one going on in this division here.
Riverboat Ron is out of here.
Yeah,
he's got to be. He's got to be.
And I think they're going to wait till the end of the season, though.
Which is stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. Why? And in this case, I would say it's stupid because what you should do, if you're Washington right now, is find out what you have in Bieniemy. Make him your interim. I think get rid of Ron Rivera now. Let Bieniemy take the last couple of games here. Find out if he can actually be a head coach and see what you have. It's the only way that, we're ever going to really learn the truth about Bieniemy and if he can be a head coach and why his name's always been out there, but he's never been hired. So I think they need to, take the Band-Aid off and throw Bieniemy in there to the Wolves here. But
Tyler, I think that is one of the best points you've made on this show. That is a very, very good. That is a smart decision. Give him his test run now to maybe say, you know what, the team picked up. Things we hit the ground running with him. We saw a little spark. We're seeing development. You're right. I totally agree with that. That's a smart idea rather than waiting and making him officially the head coach next year and then realizing, well, crap, that sucked.
Right.
That's a very good point.
Yep. Now I will say this
3-game schedule maybe.
Well, and here you go is Washington's bye week is next week. So Washington has Miami this week, so that could be maybe the writing on the wall after this game is you relieve him of his duties, give Bieniemy the bye week to get everything together, and give him the rest of the season after next week. So it is kind of looking timing-wise pretty perfect for them. But I think Dable's safe.
I don't think he's safe.
I think he's safer than you realize.
I mean, if we're going by Schefter's predictions and his odds of 10 plus coaches being fired, he's got to be one of them. He's got to be.
Yeah. I think he's safe for some reason.
I think he should be. Listen, I think he should be safe. I don't think he is safe.
Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting one. McCarthy, I think, is fine in Dallas. And then
I don't. And here's the only reason that I would say I don't.
They lose first round of the playoffs.
First round playoff exit. First round playoff. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs because they're in the NFC. I mean, you got teams with like 5-7 records.
Yeah, you're right. They'll probably lose a sneaky Packers team.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, they could lose to a very a bad team, and I think it's been on and on every offseason of are they going to make their D coordinator the head coach? So.
Oh yeah, the old guy from Atlanta.
Dan Quinn.
I don't see how he's not a head coach next year. But Trey, that's a guy that could be the head coach of the Jets. Dan.
No, Dan. His name is Dan.
It's Robert Saleh should and will be the coach of the Jets. He should and will.
He's so mad.
Anyway, he is so mad. All right, I think we're all good with the other ones too. They're all safe.
Yeah. Let's move to the NFC West. You got San Fran, Seahawks, Rams, and Cardinals.
Okay, ready? One of the surprise ones, if Schefter's saying potentially 10, Pete Carroll fired.
Disagree. 100%.
Ready? Pete Carroll fired, and I think another coach could leave his team. You ready for this? McVay leaves his team, doesn't retire. Doesn't retire, but he goes to another NFC team.
Who? Washington?
The Bears.
Why? What's his connection there?
Well, I think Eberflus, I know we're not at that division yet, but Eberflus is gone.
Eberflus, okay,
whatever. That's how much I know him. he's gone, and I think you now give a guy that is good at coaching offense, coaching the quarterback, developing the quarterback, and now get him out there to draft the guy for your franchise. I think you can get some draft, even more draft, because they're not only going to have the Panthers' number 1 overall pick, but also they're going to have a top 5 pick themselves.
You talking about Bears again?
Yeah, you have draft capital in Chicago. Get a coach. If you're not happy with the guy that you have right now, get a coach that's going to be able to complete. Because here's the thing. The Bears have whiffed on quarterback how many years now, guys?
Yeah.
How many years now have they whiffed on him? So it's like, get a guy that has a track record, a good track record of it.
Trent, are you giving up? You don't think Justin Fields is the guy? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, Trey, how's Mac Jones doing there, bud?
Got more wins than Justin Fields, so.
Are you sure about that? Is Mac Jones done for the year where Justin Fields is still a quarterback? Okay, you got Bailey Zappi. You got Bailey Zappi starting over him.
So Trent, you have to win 2 more games, right? So yeah, I feel pretty confident. Thank you.
I don't agree with you. But
good with the Cardinals coach. You think he's fine?
Yeah,
I think he's gone. I think he's gone, as he should be.
I don't know. You got to give him a full year with Kyler.
Wow.
Nah. If he's not gone at the end of this year, I think he's gone first 3 games next year.
All right. Well, let's jump. That's a little crazy.
Expectations were low.
Let's jump. Yeah, let's jump in NFC North here. You got Lions, Vikings, Packers, and Bears. I think Eberflus is really the only one that I think is on the hot seat. I think all the other guys
gone.
Pretty good.
That surprises me, Tyler. I thought you'd say Matt LaFleur or something.
No, because I told you before, I'm non-biased. I can actually speak about your team without any bias, unlike you. Great coach.
Yeah.
He's a great coach.
Yep. Bears the only team getting rid of their coach.
Yeah. I think
you don't think the Vikings?
No, he's fine. He's good.
I'm just asking. I don't know.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Trey, you're coming at me about some of the guys I've said, and you would say the Vikings head coach.
Nah, dude,
Kevin O'Connell.
Yeah, he's young.
Oh my God,
the guys love him.
Can I say he's more at risk than Robert Saleh is?
No, I think they're both not at risk.
No.
NFC South, I think this is where you might actually find 4 of the coaches, Trent, from Schefter's list.
Yeah.
I truly think that every single one of those guys could be gone in what we would call probably a dumpster fire of a division.
Well, one is gone. Frank Reich.
Frank Reich's gone. I've seen that Artie Smith is safe.
I have too.
I don't know. There's something about him. I don't know if it's his mustache. I do like the guy. I wish he was better.
You mean his lip saddle?
Lip saddle, yeah. I wish he was a better actual coach.
There it is.
Dude, lip saddles. Did you see I tweeted our bear lip saddle today? Our logo?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did.
As you should.
Yeah, absolutely. Respect to Tarleton State. But yeah, I Artie Smith safe. Dennis Allen. What the hell is going on in New Orleans? I don't know. I will say one of my favorite videos of the week, though, was Jameis Winston rapping at Derek Carr during the Ludacris concert. That was awesome.
That was awesome. Just gonna say the same thing, Ty.
Did you watch Derek Carr's reaction? Because that was actually my favorite. Like, what do you do in that situation? Like, do you just take it in? I don't know. It was funny.
Especially because Derek Carr's so he's kind of just so straight and narrow
and serious all the think
Yeah, so it was just very what the hell?
But yeah, and I think
nothing better than a Jameis video of the week. I feel like there's one every week.
Always.
Whether it's him training or singing or doing something weird, eating a W or something like that.
And I think the Bucks rebuild soon because I think Tom Brady left them in shambles, and I think they don't know what to do anymore. So,
ooh,
I don't know. Think about it. They were the hottest team.
Little fun fact for you guys. Frank Reich is the first head coach to be fired in back-to-back seasons.
See how much money he's making?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't even matter to him.
Contracts where he's making money for the next couple of years.
Yep. Yeah.
Dude, banking it.
Next Bonilla, whatever his name
Well, it
is.
was Bobby Bonilla, but Benny, jeez. Good.
And the Jets.
Like what the hell? It wasn't even like close.
It was pretty close.
No, you called him Benny Bonilla. Like that's not even close.
Got back-to-back letters. You know what I mean? Consecutive letters. Bobby, Benny.
No. Oh my god.
Ends in a Y.
They don't. Are you talking about his first name?
Yeah.
I'm like, his last name? No. No.
You just confuse the hell out of me, Tom. Like how are you spelling Bobby and Benny with an I?
I.E.
Oh,
all right. You guys want to jump into some picks here?
No, I wanted to keep talking about some NFL topics.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
Some headlines. And
couple quick headlines.
I think the first one is I've seen a lot of tweets about the first round draft picks of wide receivers taken and how successful they've been this year. Addison, I can't think of his last name. Jordan Addison, right?
Yes.
From
Vikings.
I don't even know what. Yep, Vikings. Yes. There's another guy from Puka Nacua. Wasn't a first round draft pick. A couple other guys. Quentin Johnson is the one I'm trying to get at, though. He's been an abysmal pick for the Chargers. So bad, in fact, that I'm going to compare two guys' stats. Okay. First guy is Quentin Johnson. 21 total receptions, 190 yards, 1 touchdown through 11 games, okay?
Okay.
Ooh. Second guy I have to compare with him to, 7 receptions, 209 yards, so more than Johnson, 5 touchdowns, actually 6 touchdowns now. And he also played in 11 games. Do you know who this other player I'm talking about is?
And Jigba?
Nope.
Who?
It's a defensive player, Deron Bland, a cornerback.
Yeah.
Has 3 more of the major categorical statistics better than Quentin Johnson.
See, hold on, Bland's a rookie.
He's a cornerback. I don't know if he's a rookie, but he's literally a defensive back
with more touchdowns.
that has better yards statistics than a first round draft pick. That is pathetic.
Yeah.
And you're right, Jackson Smith. I don't know how to say his last name. I'm not going to butcher it. He has more yards. There's another 2 other draft round picks. One of them was Jordan Addison. I forget the other guy.
Yeah.
But just pathetic to the fact that the Chargers just wasted a pick on this guy.
Yeah.
21 receptions, less than 200 yards, and 1 touchdown.
I just do.
And
honestly,
he blew the game. He blew the game for the.
I think it's
he blew
honestly
the game for the Chargers last week. He blew it. That's a hammy touchdown against the Packers, and he blew it. Or 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry.
I truly think, though, I think the Chargers just need an evaluation of what the hell they're going to do. Like, they're not utilizing anybody. They have a lot of talent on that offense, including a Justin Herbert who's making a shitload of money and not doing a whole lot this year. So I think they need to evaluate and figure out what the hell they're going to do. Because guess what? The coach prior to their head coach currently, I think it's exact same winning percentage.
Is that Norv Turner?
No, that was what Norv Turner. Norv Turner was like 4 coaches ago. I think it was Anthony. I think it was Anthony Lynn.
Anthony Lynn. Yeah.
Defensive.
How about that?
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I think.
How about that?
What, Norv Turner?
Yeah, just how way off in timeline I was on that.
Norv Turner. He's been like probably almost 2 decades straight.
Well, is he still alive?
He is.
Yes, he's still alive.
What isn't his son defensive or special teams coordinator for Dallas?
No. That's Fossil.
Fossil. That's right.
That's Fossil. Yeah.
All right. Any other headlines for you guys?
Only thing I'd like to comment on is kind of something similar. something similar that we already have kind of hit on. But I just want to talk about how I believe two franchises that absolutely missed on trades. Panthers, obviously, I already kind of hit on that one with them. A complete swing and a miss. When you really sit back and you want to blame Frank Reich, right? You want to blame him for the shit, the crap that's happening there.
Yeah.
I totally disagree. I think it's unfair. You have traded, right? By firing Frank Reich, the Panthers believe that they are trying to help Bryce Young. A reminder of what they gave up to get him. This is a tweet from Adam Schefter. They've given up wide receiver DJ Moore, who's still good. I think he's a stud. I still think he's a legit 1A receiver. 2023 first-round draft pick, which was offensive tackle Darnell Wright. 2023 second-round draft pick, which was Tyreek Stevenson. 2024 first-round pick, which right now they wouldn't have traded that away. That's the number 1 overall pick next year. And then the Bears also received a 2025 second-round pick, okay? And that was to get up and draft Bryce Young. And then the Texans hit a home run by drafting freaking Stroud next, you know?
Well,
so it's
not
like
a home run yet, but
I'm 100% calling it. He's MVP caliber this year.
oh boy.
Okay?
Don't
when you sit there and look at it, I know I said it last week too. When you look at why I say the Browns lost in their trade for Deshaun Watson, okay? The Texans have turned the Deshaun Watson trade into, ready? Wide receiver Tank Dell, running back Dameon Pierce. He's kind of having a down year, not going to lie. Defensive end Will Anderson. Wide receiver John Mechie. Offensive lineman Kenyon Green. Linebacker Christian Harris. And they still have a first and fourth round pick for 2024 from the Browns.
Yeah.
So
and there is rumor that J.J. Watt's coming back, according to the McAfee show the other day.
No.
Why the hell would he come back?
Dude, it was hilarious.
No.
He's not.
That's
but
nuts.
He's not, but it was pretty funny.
I just wanted to kind of point that out because I just think those are some glaring trades.
So before we move on from the NFL, I want to bring up two things. One, that you guys said Artie Smith is not going to be fired by the Falcons.
Correct.
That's what's being reported.
That's what they're saying.
I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be because I'm not sold on him.
Maybe the quarterback.
I mean, I don't know anything about him, that report or anything in general. I do think that the Falcons have a lot of talent, and you know who I think would be a perfect coach for that situation? Matt Nagy.
I don't know.
No.
I think Nagy's going to ride in the sunset here with Chiefs for a while.
With the Chiefs, and you know what, he might, but I think that he would benefit from that offensive, that Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and then even Taylor Heineke. I think it's Taylor Heineke. But I mean, I think he's a good enough quarterback to succeed in the NFL. I truly do, and I don't know why the Falcons waited so long to go to him over Dalton Ritter. I know Ritter was
right
college.
Back to Ritter though.
No, Heineke got hurt. He got hurt.
I'm not sure he did.
Yes, he is. He's hurt right now.
He is hurt.
But all things considered, I think that they should have went with him after the third game. I don't think Ritter was ready. I don't think he was an NFL quarterback from Cincinnati, right? Is that where he's from?
Yep.
So either way, that's my first thing. But second thing that I can't not mention when it comes to the NFL, and Ty, you're gonna love this.
Probably not.
Aaron Rodgers and Jordan Love through their first 11 games in the NFL. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
Passing yards. The exact same.
Wow.
2,599 passing yards.
That's outstanding.
Total touchdowns. 21 touchdowns each.
What?
Yes.
Put the gold jacket on him now.
Overall record. 5-6 for both of them.
Oh.
Give him a Lombardi while you're at it.
Passing touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, 17. Jordan Love, 19.
So what the hell's going on with them?
I mean, overall talent, Tyler. Who's surrounded by who?
And over 35 years of Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, 2 Super Bowls.
Okay. So, wow.
Trey, and you attack me. You say that I go after your team. Trent goes after your team every week.
No, I mean you both do, but to reiterate what I'm saying is that people are talking about Jordan Love not being the guy, right? You guys have both said it multiple times in our podcast, early weeks on, when he's 5 games into his career. What I'm saying is, give him some chances, give him some talent, give him like a support system. He is
which the Packers don't ever do.
Why?
If you don't draft a Dunze or whatever his name is from Washington this year, you guys are crazy. If he's available and you pass on him, you're nuts.
Depends on what pick we have, Tyler.
You are nuts. I don't care what pick you have. You go get him.
I would love to take Fashanu from Penn State, the left tackle. Yeah. we need a left tackle. I'll tell you that.
Why?
But all I'm saying is,
Bakhtiari's always drinking beer and hurt.
Exactly, he sucks.
Yeah.
Biggest waste of money the Packers ever spent in their entire life.
Tyler, aren't we all just drinking beer and we're hurt? You know.
Actually, that's actually the name of my autobiography.
So either way, I got accused, and I'll embrace it. You can call me Skip Bayless all you want of this podcast.
Ooh.
I'll embrace it. I'll embrace it because if it means saying that Jordan Love is a legitimate NFL quarterback, and that makes me Skip Bayless, then call me Skip Bayless because he is. You surround him with the players, and you surround him with talent and a great coach. Matt LaFleur is a great coach. I'm not saying he's not.
So
but you surround him with
like
talent.
Skip does with Dak and the Cowboys.
And how are the Cowboys doing?
Dak. Oh, I'm gonna burn his jersey.
Trey,
Cowboys.
I think we need to get to our best picks while you cool off with a nice cold Diet Mountain Dew. Okay, Skip. Anyway, let's go to our picks for the week.
All right.
I only have 2 guys because I'm finding myself more and more hating betting on the NFL and lines and over. I just hate it. Probably could tell by my recipe picks for us that I'm really not picking a whole lot of NFL football. But I got Chargers -5.5 at the Patriots this week, and
like
I am banking on a bounce back game from the Lions, taking them -4 at the Saints.
I like that too. All right. Yeah, I don't have very many at all. I do like Colts money line against the Titans. I think they're getting a point right now on DraftKings. No, they're -1. I'm sorry, but I like their money line. I think the Colts are a sneaky team. I think the Titans are still trying to figure it out a little bit. So I'm going Colts money line. I also like where is it? I actually like the Texans money line as well. Not as great a juice against the Broncos, but I'm going Texans over the Broncos. I think everybody's going to be on the Broncos getting +3. But I think Texans find a way to win that. And the last one that I will pick this week this was an early bet. It has moved by 0.5 point. I am definitely on San Fran -2.5. I think the Niners beat the Eagles by more than 2 touchdowns.
Whoa, that's bold.
Yeah.
I think that's bold in Philly too.
Wait, real quick. Wait, whoa. Why does he say that? What a crazy biased person he is.
No. You're not biased because I'm an anti-49ers guy, and I'm with you on that bet.
Okay.
Even in the rain.
Yeah.
Here we go. Ready? Eagles, dead last. This is from David Lombardi. Dead last in pass defense efficiency when covering tight ends. Philly struggled most on throws to the short and intermediate middle of the field where too high looks. Those throws, of course, have been a 49ers strength. So I think look for Kittle to have a big game. I'd love to say Ayuk, but I actually think it's going to end up being Debo having a huge game. So,
okay, well, we're on it for different reasons then, but it's okay.
Well, I think 49ers offense just rips apart the secondary.
I think that my reasoning is I think the 49ers defense has been really, really good recently. So I think they'll shut down anything that. I mean, the Eagles haven't looked good the last 3 weeks. They really haven't.
Bosa's had 5 sacks in 3 games too.
Right. So I'm not threatened by the Eagles offense. I think the 49ers defense will shut it down. But when it comes down to it, I think that the Niners will get more of the referee calls than the Eagles.
Oh, I hope you're right.
I mean, they got to be the 2 top teams that benefit from flags. So I think the flags will go in the 49ers' way this game. So I'm going with the Niners.
You think it will in Philly? You think the flags will go our way?
I think that after the attention that the referees got in Philly last week, I think they're going to go towards the Niners' way
for the Eagles, and 5-0 against the spread.
Like I said, the two top teams that benefit from flags are playing against each other. So it'll be cool to see what happens. So
just gonna remain quiet, not raise my blood pressure.
Well, I'm just stating facts. That's all. So,
all right. Trey, any picks?
Yes. My best bets for the week are the under 47.5 Saints-Lions.
Okay.
Second bet of the week is the Falcons -2 against the Jets.
Like that.
The Dolphins -9.5 against the Commanders.
Okay.
And then my last bet is the under 48 Niners-Eagles.
I think it goes under.
Yep.
It's supposed to be rainy.
Yeah.
So we'll see what kind of factor that plays into that game.
Yes.
Hate that shit, to be honest with you. But whatever. All right. You guys ready?
Trent, you gonna give your best bets?
I heard he did, Trey. Only had 2, remember?
Only 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Trey,
any B teasers?
I don't got any B teasers. Nope.
I'm telling you, I'm struggling. I mean, even watching tonight's Thursday night game as we record, I'm struggling to be confident in making any sort of pick in the NFL, man. Too much. We talk about it, just too many weird things that happen. And Trey, that's why I limited myself to 2. I'm trying to, be responsible. And honestly, I just totally am holding out on putting my wagers on college football championship weekend and college basketball through the weekend too, because conference play starts.
All right. Well, let us jump into that because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty excited. A lot of big games this week. There's a lot of determinations of what's going to happen here with the college football playoff. Some big repercussions with some of these games and who's going to make it out. So we're actually going to end up making our picks too for each of the games this week. There are 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 championship games that we're going to be talking about here, making picks for. So then we'll do a little discussion too with what the playoffs are going to look like. Because tell you what, it could get really messy, depending on some things that happen. But I do think that keeping Georgia at 1 and not moving Michigan up, which is I think complete and utter bullshit.
Yes.
They did it for a reason. It's to make sure that an SEC team gets in. That's exactly what it was.
I will say that and one other reason.
Jim Harbaugh?
You want to know my other reason?
I would.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Okay, my other reason for it is not so much just to get an SEC team in. It's to make sure that whichever SEC team does get in gets to play a potentially undefeated Florida State.
Great point.
Because it's a you know what, as much as
that's an excellent point. I
much as some of you are going to say that Florida State deserves to be in and whatnot, let's be real. They're going to be double-digit dogs to Georgia, Michigan. Every goddamn team they play, they're going to be double-digit dogs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's a joke, and I know it shouldn't determine a team's fate, one player. But
it does.
It's it does. And you know what? That's why I'm pissed off. They did that on purpose. They did it on purpose to make sure that, okay, we're going to keep Florida State as the number 4. So that way, if Georgia wins, which they probably will, and Florida State wins, which I actually don't think they do, but if they do, well, then at least Georgia's going to get their chance at another national championship.
Yeah.
A three-peat, which
yep.
Has Bama ever three-peated? I don't think so.
No. Did you see Finnebaum's comments, though?
I don't give a shit. That guy's so freaking biased.
Oh, I know.
Like,
well, he's an SEC guy.
He's just a big-eared SEC dumbass. Like, I just
here we
don't
go. This is the
care.
content right here, man.
I'm sorry. I just
dumbass.
I don't listen to him, man. It's too spun, always in favor. You know what? Yeah. Nothing would make me happier than to see Jim Harbaugh's Michigan Wolverines knock off an SEC team to win it all. Yeah. And, like, they pound them. Like, I'm talking just digging all up on them and just pound them.
Claws up.
Yeah.
Wolverine claws. All right, well, let's get into some of these picks. First game we got here is at 7 o'clock on Friday. We got New Mexico State and Liberty. Liberty is actually 11.5 favorites according to DraftKings lines. Who you guys got?
I think Liberty.
Liberty?
Yep.
Across the board?
Yes.
Across the board.
Across the board. All right. Next big game. I'm kind of disappointed it's actually Friday. I wish this was a Saturday night game.
I know.
Like, I'm baffled. I'm baffled as to why it's Friday night. But
I love it.
You got Oregon-Washington, Pac-12 championship. It's hard not to say that this is not the game of the weekend because I think there are so many X factors that are going to happen based off of this game. Where if you get 2 one-loss Pac-12 teams with an Oregon and a Washington, who both have pretty decent strength of schedule. I think Oregon has a little bit higher of a strength of schedule than Washington does. But guys, here the big thing that sticks out to me is the fact that Washington is plus 10. Plus 10.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, if you're not, I would throw tons of money on that, and which I am
really?
putting. I'm on Washington plus 10 for sure. I think Washington wins that game in some sort of shootout. I think Penix shows up big time. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Well, to me, it seems like I feel like 10 might be an undershot if the lines are set at 10. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 seems fishy to me, but I feel like they almost know something. Like they know that Oregon's going to blow them out by like 30 plus points.
True.
And honestly, the way Washington's been playing, I wouldn't doubt it because, yeah. Wow, big fourth down right there, Mike Parsons. Sorry. Anyway, other thing, I'm not betting on the spread on this game because I truly don't know. Personally, I would take the Oregon minus 10, but I'm gonna take the under 60. I got it at 67.
Okay, 65 and a half now.
Yes, so I'm gonna take the under what I got it at, which was 67.
That's awesome. Yeah, this is one of those ones where, like...
Hold on, real quick, though, Trey. Who are you picking, though, for the game to win?
Oregon's going to win the game.
Okay.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, something's fishy with even just them keeping Oregon where they are in the rankings, to me. I honestly think
they're 5.
And I think Bo Nix is single-handedly holding them at that ranking over teams that have better resumes and better quality wins.
Like who, Tyler? Trent?
I think they're being held above Texas.
With statistics. I agree with that.
Statistically. I believe, are they...
What about Alabama?
I still I still get. I mean, I'll be honest with you. If we're talking statistically, yeah, I'm the only difference. The only difference that I give Oregon the upper hand on Alabama, Trey, is Oregon's one loss was on the road, whereas Alabama's one loss was at home. That's where I'd give them. But in terms of, I mean, I could give you the rundown right now if you want me to. I mean, I wasn't sure if we were saving. Okay, so Oregon right now, they're 1-1 versus the AP top 25, 0-1 versus AP top 10. Okay, their best win, Oregon's, is Oregon State and Utah's unranked. Their Oregon's strength of schedule is 62. Okay, Alabama, they're 2-1 versus the top 25, 0-1 versus the top 10. Their best wins: number 11 Ole Miss, number 13 LSU. Their only loss, was to the number 7 team Texas at home, like we talked about. Their strength of schedule is 31, so that's fifth. That's cut in half, right? 62 for Oregon, 31 for Alabama. Texas 1-1 versus AP top 25, 1-0 versus AP top 10. Their best wins were number 8 Alabama at Alabama, and their other top win was Kansas State, which once again that doesn't hold much weight. Their only loss was to number 12 Oklahoma at a neutral site game in a rivalry. And Texas's strength of schedule, I believe, is at about 13.
Really?
Yeah. So 13 strength of schedule versus 62 strength of schedule. And then I'm even putting up there, Trey, that I think a one-loss – the thing that's going to get this team – and I'm not actually making the argument for this team to get in the playoff, but I still think they should be ranked higher, and I don't think they are. I look at Ohio State, man. They're 2-1 versus the top 25, 2-1 versus the top 10. They have wins over number 16 Notre Dame, a number 10 Penn State. Their strength of schedule is 6th overall, and their only loss is Michigan at Michigan. So there's teams with better resumes out there, and the only reason Oregon is there is the eye test, because they look good right now. They're winning flashy, but they're beating teams that they should be beating that way. And I think Bo Nix is a Heisman favorite, and I think he's single-handedly holding them there. Sorry, that's my rant.
No.
So if they beat Washington, you don't think they're in? You don't think they deserve to be in?
No, then they deserve to be in. Yeah.
Would you? Here's a question though. Would you put them as a one-loss team? Would you put them in over a no-loss Florida State?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's save some of that talk here. Let's keep going here.
I'll tell you right now, the playoff committee, college football in general, is praying to God that Louisville beats Florida State this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because what's going to happen is it's going to be a team that gets in there like the past years that just gets blown out.
TCU.
Well,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
TCU gave us a a semifinal game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, next game we got is everyone's favorite conference here, the MAC.
Ty, I did say I take Oregon, right?
Oh, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
Yep. We got the MAC conference here. We got Miami, Ohio versus Toledo. Miami, Ohio is +8 in this game. This is at noon on Saturday.
Boy, jeez. Oh, God, it kind of breaks my heart because I just love the MAC so much.
Toledo's -8.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's wild to me.
I'm going. Oh man, do I do it? I'm going back and forth with this. I can't help but think that Miami, Ohio is going to win this.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tyler. That's why I'm going Miami +8.
Okay.
How are you guys?
Wait, are you going for them to win it though?
No, just +8.
Okay, well we're picking winners too. Who wins?
Picking winners.
Yeah.
Sheesh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, we're picking all the bowl winners, dude. Or all the championship game winners.
I go Toledo then.
Trent, who you got?
Toledo.
Okay. I am actually going to go with Miami. I think Miami wins by a point or two.
correct me if I'm wrong. Miami, Ohio, starting quarterback out, right? Injured.
That might be a determining factor.
Yep, Brett Gabbert out for season, leg. So when Miami, Ohio was real
changing
hot,
my pick, I'm going Toledo.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't realize that had actually happened.
Yeah, I shouldn't have told you that because I was going to make a beer bet, knowing that in my back pocket. And you know what? I was nice and hold that against you.
What an ass. But I appreciate that.
Hold on.
No, but if you would have done that, yeah, I would have been. Oh, all right, here we go. Big 12 championship.
But I still take Miami to cover +8 though.
Yes, yeah, that's +8. I agree.
Yeah. But I think Toledo wins.
I hate that. I hate those 8 lines.
Yeah. All right, I love them.
Big 12 championship here. We got Oklahoma State and Texas. Texas is a 15.5 favorite.
Cover.
Big spread. You think they cover?
Yep. And they win.
I think Texas, I'm talking hounds them.
Wow.
Yep. Texas wins by over 30 points.
And then does Arch Manning enter transfer portal then?
No. Yes.
Yeah. I can't wait till he goes to Tennessee.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does, Trent.
The other guy, the guy that played over Arch Manning this year, the backup, he's out.
No way.
Yes. I think he's like a running quarterback. He's the one that when Quinn Ewers got hurt, he was the one that they played over Arch Manning.
Yeah.
I think they were trying to save Arch Manning's eligibility that time, but I think that guy transferred. Arch stays.
All right. Next, we got the Mountain West Championship, Boise State UNLV. Right now, line-wise, we're looking at Boise State as the -2.5 favorite.
Man. I will say this is probably the one conference that I would say that I've watched the absolute least.
It's been tough, and they're on late too.
Yeah.
Boise, I mean, here's the thing. I'm going Boise with this one. Boise's been kind of sneaky good. I'm not saying they look like the Boise State that they used to look like back in the day when they were actually a top 25 team, but I'm going Boise here.
Yeah, I'm also. You said it's 2.5. Is that the spread?
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take Boise with the spread and the money line. I think they've played a lot of the similar teams, and Boise's outperformed them. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Boise.
Okay.
I will go Boise as well.
All right, let's get it. Boise table. All right. Next, we got the AAC. And we got SMU and Trent's favorite team, Tulane.
Tulane?
Tulane, the abysmal Tulane. Now, yeah, SMU and Tulane here. Tulane right now is -3.5 favorites on DraftKings at -108. I personally am going Tulane. Taking a wave.
God damn. I'm just surprised at the over under.
Yes.
Yeah, like why is it only 47? I mean, you
better believe I'm taking that.
Well, and the under is actually higher odds.
Stupid.
Because I mean, you got an SMU team that averages 41.8, almost 42 a game.
So then you got to wonder what's the weather like.
Yeah, well, it's a neutral site, correct? So, man, this is tough because I really like.
Well, where is Tulane at? Where is that at?
Before I sound like an idiot, but is it New Orleans area?
Well, if that's the case, then it's at home for Tulane.
Okay. Where is it? A Sugar Bowl?
It's the Ullman Stadium, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Yeah, that's where they're from.
Then it's a home game for Tulane.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely New Orleans there. We actually at Duquesne when we went down to Nickel State, we practiced at their one practice facility.
Okay.
down in New Orleans. Who you guys got? Tulane, SMU.
I got the over 47.5.
Okay, tell me who your winner is, Trey.
Love it.
My winner is SMU.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Trey. I thought I was going to be the only one. I'm taking SMU.
Okay. All right, next we got Sun Belt Championship. We got App State and Troy.
Wow.
App State is plus 5.5 underdog.
So wait a second. They got in over JMU.
Yeah, they beat JMU.
So they were the better team. Wow.
Yeah, remember they beat JMU.
I know, but I thought App State would have had like more conference losses.
Nope.
8-4.
Wrongo.
Wow. This is a tough one too, man.
I'm going App State, and if you can get App State at plus 5, I'm totally taking them plus 5.
I'm with you, Tyler. But yeah, I'll take their money line and their points as well.
Okay. Trent?
Yeah, I think I'm taking them. I'm taking App State as well. I think it's just a reputation type thing, you know.
Yeah, I honestly, you know what's funny is when they played JMU that week, and you had game day there. There was so much hype, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, I still remember when App State came into Michigan and beat the hell out of them, and not beat the hell out of them, but like beat them. And there's just something about App State where they will just make these teams that like all of a sudden have either win streaks or, you know, people are, oh, look at these guys, and they will come in and beat you and not even care. So App State's kind of that sneaky team where they just like to disrupt shit. But I like them for it out there in Boone, North Carolina. All right, next we have the. You ready? Why the heck isn't it on here?
Michigan, Iowa.
Oh, there it is. No, I'm sorry. Here we go. No, we got SEC. We got Georgia, Alabama. This is a 4:00 game on Saturday. Where are we going?
Georgia.
We're going Georgia minus 5.5.
Easily.
Yeah, I'm also on board with that. Not gonna lie, these are kind of boring picks. I'm the only one that's picked 2 different picks than you guys.
I mean, they're pretty straightforward when you look at the lines.
Oh, I understand lines, but like no upsets.
What sucks is there are going to be upsets, Tyler, that we don't see. But like,
I have an upset. I already have one. SMU. SMU and App State. We all picked an upset there.
All right, here we go. Louisville is the ACC. Louisville, Florida State.
Well, Louisville. I picked Louisville.
Louisville as well.
Yeah, I'm also going Louisville.
All right, I guess there we go.
Technically underdog, but
they are.
I know.
They are. It's fair.
Plus 1.5 right now. Interesting. Their money line's plus 102. And then last game we got here is the Big Ten Championship. We got Michigan versus Iowa. Iowa is plus 22. And hey, I will say this. The over-under is 34.5, which is kind of high for an Iowa game.
No, that's actually insane. First of all, I'm going to take Michigan money line if we're just picking winners. For a bet on the game, though, I'm taking the over 34.5. That is stupid. Michigan will score that themselves, if need be.
Against that defense?
Yes.
That's true. Penn State scored over.
Yeah, I was going to say, Penn State scored 38 on them. So, it's not that good.
So let's take that.
I'm on Michigan. Trent?
I'm on Michigan, too. But I do, as probably everybody in the sports wagering world saw, the team total for Iowa in the first half is 0.5 points. Yep. And team total second half is 0.5 points. So my personal self, I sprinkled a little bit on those.
So that's what confuses me is the spread is I'm seeing 22. Do you guys see that?
Yeah.
The game total is 35, so they have to be expecting Iowa to score more than 2 points. So I don't know why the lines are like that.
I mean, they got shut out in Penn State, so I don't
Yeah.
know. All right, so college football playoff wise, then. I mean, looking at some of the the championship teams and stuff like that. I mean, I think we're all in agreement. Georgia's in.
If they beat Alabama, yeah.
Okay. So Georgia, we're looking at if Michigan wins, Michigan's in, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then your next what? Your next two teams then, you got Washington at 3, and you got Florida State at 4. You guys both think that Washington loses.
I do. I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna add my only 2 cents is the one thing that I want to happen to put everything in an absolute blunder and make all the pundits that have to discuss and analyze college football.
Iowa wins.
No.
That'd be nuts.
No. I want to see Bama win. Everything becomes controversial now, and there is going to be so many pissed off people that it's going to cause havoc. I mean,
so
because
tell me this much then. Let's say Bama wins, okay? Let's say Michigan wins, okay? Let's say Washington wins. Michigan goes to 1, Washington to 2.
Has to.
Georgia go to 3, or is Georgia out then?
That's what I mean. It's two.
It depends on if Texas wins.
All right, so then hold on. So then let's say that Louisville beats Florida State. So Florida State, let's say, is out. Oregon loses at 5.
I'll tell you what it is then, Tyler. It's Michigan 1.
Yeah.
It's Washington 2. It's Texas 3. It's Alabama 4.
Over Georgia?
Nope. And nope. You guys were wrong.
What about Ohio State, Trey?
Yes, that's what you're missing, Trey.
No.
It goes, ready?
No, you can't go Ohio State.
It's going to go Michigan 1. So this is at Bama. So once again,
you're telling me they're not going to have an SEC school in the Final Four?
Let me
Come on.
Trey, let me finish, please. Okay, I didn't say that. I will say this: if Bama wins and Florida State loses, okay, Bama wins, Florida State loses, it's going to be Michigan 1, Washington 2, Ohio State 3, Georgia 4.
Without Ohio State playing a championship game.
Absolutely.
Wow. I think that's what a lot of people are arguing is that's what they have going against them. You got Texas.
Say it again, Trent. Say it again.
If once again the precursor was Bama beats Georgia, and Louisville beats Florida State.
Okay.
Then I have Michigan 1, Washington 2, Ohio State 3, Georgia 4. So now you're getting the revenge again.
You think both one-loss teams, Georgia and Alabama, Georgia gets in over Alabama?
Yeah, I do.
Even though they lost the SEC championship.
I do.
I disagree with that.
Shoo.
I think it goes back to Tyler's comment last episode, is the NCAA and the playoff committee, they love the dynasties. All sports leagues do. And if you give Georgia the opportunity to continue a dynasty and potentially, everybody would love it because then they're going to beat Jim Harbaugh at Michigan, who's accused of cheating. I just think it's best case scenario for them. You get the dynasty potential. You get a Michigan-Georgia matchup. In all honesty, I think Ohio State benefits the most because I think Ohio State would beat Washington. But then if, let's say Michigan does win, and let's say Ohio State does win, now you get the biggest rivalry in a national championship game.
No, I I think if what your scenario happens, what you said, I think it goes Michigan 1, Washington 2. I think it goes Texas 3, Alabama 4.
I mean, I hope Texas does get in.
I find it hard to see Alabama jumping from an 8, though, Trey. Like, I don't see them jumping
Trey?
From Yeah.
Well, I was piggybacking Trent. I think Alabama gets in over Georgia.
Yeah, but I'm saying
They
what I'm
both
saying,
have one loss. They both have one loss. Alabama has better wins, and they are SEC champions. How do they not get in there over Georgia?
I'm just
and then
telling
on the other frame of mind is Texas beat Alabama in Alabama. Their Big 12 championships. Their only loss is to a top 10 ranked Oklahoma by 2 points in the last minute of the game. How do you not put them in over Alabama?
I don't know, but like my question goes back to, then why is Ohio State sitting at 6? Like that's what confuses the hell out of me, is because they don't play, but you're still giving them that opportunity to jump in somewhere. And that's where I get into, like, you know, the frustrating part of it is I don't see Alabama jumping from 8 into the top 4. I don't. Regardless, you beat Georgia, you know.
Georgia's number 1 team, Tyler.
But I don't see it happening.
If they beat the number 1 team and win the SEC championship, they can jump 4 spots. That's absolutely reasonable.
The only way I see that happening is if Michigan loses, Georgia loses, and Washington loses. That's the only way that I see Alabama jumping into the top 4.
So let's do something real quick. Let's take all this what if this crap, all these championship games and records out of the equation. With what we've seen in the regular season, if you had to make it, doesn't matter what their record is right now, doesn't matter if they're in a conference championship or not, if they win a conference championship or not. Give me your top 4 best teams that you think would make the true national championship in the end, the true national champion in the end.
You're not including
No conference championship. Like right now, just give me right now. Season ended.
Just your best 4 teams, no matter what.
Just go the 4 teams that no matter what happens this weekend,
in order,
should truly be in the. No, don't even care about the.
No, I do want an order because I have a reason.
Give me the 4 teams that should be in the playoff.
Okay,
that would be the best teams from this season, from this regular season.
Okay, I'm going Michigan 1. I go Washington 2, Oregon 3, and I go Georgia 4.
Jesus. I completely disagree with Washington. I think the only reason Washington is there is because they've skated by on close games.
So, and guess who else has the Eagles? They're 10-1.
Yeah, well, Tyler, you're preaching the choir here, because I don't think the Eagles are good as what they are without referee calls.
But Washington, this is different. This is Washington is 11-0.
This is NFL. All right.
I know, but Tyler's talking about the Eagles. Like I don't know why the Eagles are 10-1. Thank you.
Come on.
I go Michigan. I go Oregon. I go Texas. God damn. And I go Georgia.
She put Oregon in as a 1-loss team, even though they lost to Washington this year.
Once again,
well, they're gonna first of all,
Trent said don't count them this week. So
he said don't count records in general,
and don't count this weekend. Just
I don't care. I don't care.
Let's say this weekend didn't exist. That's what I was.
Oregon's better. Oregon's better than Washington.
Okay.
How do you say that? They lost to them. It matched up head to head.
Washington's going to lose to Oregon this weekend, Tyler.
Dude, I cannot wait for that beer.
Can we please beer bet it right now?
Beer bet it? Let's fucking beer bet it,
we are.
Bitch. Money line.
That's fine.
All right. Deal.
No, I want +5.
No, money
Give me
line.
half the +10.
Money line, we just made it money line.
Fine, whatever.
You did say that they will win.
I know they will, and I stand by it. I am riding and dying with the Penix.
On the Penix.
Sure you are. I'm sure you are.
I will. I love this. I'm on the outside of a beer bet looking in. This is good.
You're not in on this, Trent?
No, he's not.
No, I'm not.
You
because
picked Oregon.
Trey knows if I go against him, he's gonna lose it because
Shut up, Trent.
He just keeps losing to me.
Trent, you picked Oregon though.
I know. I'm gonna sit this one out because I'm kind of like cheering for Washington to some degree.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad this game is tomorrow or tonight. I guess. Yeah. Ty, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's watch it. Let's watch it together.
We are going to be watching it together.
Oh, I'm so worked up.
Let's watch it, Tyler. Tyler, you want to watch it? Let's watch it.
Together, Tyler. Let's watch it.
We are watching
together, seated on the couch, side by side.
No, because we're going to be at Trogs.
Even. Here we go. Here's my top 4 guys. Take this whole weekend out. Michigan, Ohio State, Georgia, Texas.
Oh, my gosh.
Ohio State?
Ohio State, dude.
Jeez, man.
I don't agree with that.
All right. Well,
hey, all I say is look what they did last year. They should have beat Georgia.
Yeah.
Did they?
They didn't. Should have, could have, would have. They should have. I'm just saying.
Hey.
All right.
Never mind.
Guys. This is what championship weekend's all about now. So we get to sit back and let the mayhem take place. And I'm not gonna lie, I am cheering for absolute chaos.
So you know what I'm not gonna lie, I'm cheering for Louisville is my biggest cheer.
I want Washington to end up being the 1 seed.
I really don't want Florida State in there. It would just be a waste of a team. It's a waste of a team if Florida State's in there.
It's not if Jordan Travis is still playing.
Not if he's still playing, Tyler, but he's not.
That's what I just said.
Still playing. That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a waste of a team.
I know.
Get Florida State out of there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, that was a lot of college football, guys. Is there anything else we need to talk about? Any basketball tonight or?
Oh man.
I think we just let this championship weekend marinate. You know.
Yeah. Let's let it marinate. Let's let college basketball play out for another week and go at it next week. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's let it rock.
All right. Hey, appreciate you guys.
Florida Atlantic is real. Holy hell. Just say that much in basketball.
Golden Grizz, Oakland.
They're also real.
Dude. And Tarleton State.
Mm-hmm.
Tip of the cap.
Tip the cap. That's right. All right. Well, hey, appreciate you guys. Let's have an awesome weekend, man. I cannot wait. I'm especially excited, especially for this. I'm especially excited.
I was just saying.
Yeah, so much especiallys for this college football stuff, man. I can't wait. I really hope it's mayhem. So let's have a weekend.
Yes, sir.
Hey, go Huskies.
Absolutely. No.
Yep.
Ducks.
Right, yep.
Quack, quack,
Yep.
quack, quack.
Go Huskies.
All right, here we go.
All right. I'll talk to you guys.
All right, see you guys.
See ya.